I think there are two or three of them. The first one I would begin with is the aging population. We have, as our population ages, we are seeing more and more scams and frauds that are targeting our elder and our senior adults. One of the things that you probably maybe saw in the paper or read or saw on TV, last week, for the first time in 20 years, we brought together all 19 law enforcement agencies and the Sheriff's Office. And we also, by the way, had a representative of the National Association of Triads out of Washington, D.C. come in for a 20th year signing of a triad agreement. Triad agreement basically is a crime prevention program for seniors, and every law enforcement agency, the police department, the sheriff, and senior citizens are the three legs of the triad. We have now put triad programs in every community in Oklahoma County. It took us 20 years to get there, but we have active triad programs in every community in Oklahoma County. We put on scam and fraud forums. We put on self-defense programs. We talk to citizens about controlling their front door, controlling their telephone, controlling their bank account. And ours is an example that is used nationally now as to how to have an effective crime prevention program that targets senior adults. We also have those crime prevention programs for young people. One is the reality check program that we have in the jail to keep at-risk youth from wanting to come back to the jail. Another one is the Law Enforcement Explorer program, which has been a very effective program throughout Oklahoma County. Another thing that I see is the deterioration of the family, which leads to higher gang presence, leads to more young kids getting jumped into gangs. And one of the things that when I'm up in the jail talking to, I'll go on the juvenile pod and I will sit down and talk to young people, usually as they attend high school. We do have a high school there in the jail for young people ages 13 to 17. We don't have any truancy problems, but they're there in class every day. And when you talk to them, they want to be in class. They want to be studying. They want to get a high school education. But they dropped out of school. They dropped out of their family because they couldn't find the love they needed at home. They couldn't find the discipline they needed at home. They found it in a gang. And I see that as kind of expanding. The younger they are, the quicker they're getting jumped into a gang, especially from lower socioeconomic neighborhoods. And that goes into the issue of gang violence. And I think those two areas, those three areas, the young people in the gangs, the gang violence itself, and an aging population, to me are the most up-and-coming problems and challenges that law enforcement is going to face in this county. Thank you.
Sheriff, what is your position on civil asset forfeiture?
I support civil asset forfeiture. I think that in Oklahoma County, especially, I can't talk about the other 76 counties, I can talk about Oklahoma County. We have a program and there is state law in place and procedures in place that protects the citizens. It's not just a grabbing. It is a seizure, an asset seizure, that has to go through the court process before it's awarded. We have a program called COMMIT, the Central Oklahoma Metro Interdiction Team. We work on the interstates, I-35, I-40, I-235, I-44. It is a team made up of the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, of the Oklahoma City Police Department, and of the Oklahoma County District Attorney's Office. And that team works on traffic enforcement, traffic safety, and they learn to look beyond the ticket. And when they look beyond the ticket, they find a lot of things. This last year, they seized over 200 pounds of marijuana, 111 pounds of cocaine, 26 pounds of heroin, 134 pounds of meth. They recovered 12 stolen vehicles, 3 stolen firearms, and made 140 felony arrests. As a part of that, some of the assets, cash, were seized. and were awarded only after going through the court process. As a matter of fact, over $100,000 was returned that had been seized and yet proven not to be involved in drugs. So there are court processes available that are followed in Oklahoma County. And when there is abuse of that, then that money needs to be returned and the officers held accountable. So I do support it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Representative, what is your position on civil asset forfeiture?
It's a great tool. I actually agree with Sheriff Woodson on this one. It's a great tool, and I think they do a good job. If the COVID unit, the rest of the counties, we have some bad actors out in Oklahoma that are using it wrong. I'm gonna go back to what he said. I don't know if it's a COVID unit, but I've got a former member of the Oklahoma House of Representatives in this audience today that was profiled. Driving a black SUV with California tags. He's in the audience today. He told me that. How much is that? It's kind of tricky. It probably needs to be tweaked. I seized a house one time in Tulsa with U.S. Attorney Schwartz with the DEA, and his U.S. Attorney received the house, and they were dealing with raw cocaine out of the house. It's a great tool. Probably needs to be tweaked just because some of the bad actors across the state. I'm sure you guys have all read about the incident that happened in Muskogee County. That's beyond the pale. Probably needs to be tweaked. I know that there's an appetite for it. Where local opinion says we probably need to look into it further. But if the rest of the states would operate like the Cohen unit did here, I think we'd be in a lot better shape. Could be tweaked. Shouldn't be profiling folks though, like he's doing. Like my good friend in the audience has relayed to me. It's not right. I don't care if you're riding a motorcycle and you're wearing leather, or if you're driving a light SUV, rental car, you don't profile. It's wrong. Again, you're defense attorneys. It's not right. But I support it.
Thank you, sir. The final question is yours, sir. What are your thoughts on body cameras, patrol cameras, and jail videos? Will you freely provide copies of these items to defense counsel upon request in a timely manner?
Absolutely. I believe in transparency. Cameras are part of that. As chairman of public safety, before last myself, Mill City, DA Prater, law enforcement community, we had to tweak the Open Records Act over the body cameras. I think it protects not only the people out in the county, with law enforcement, but also protects the officer. But you gotta be careful, witnesses, people walking the house with body cameras. I do agree that it's a great tool for everyone that just brings more openness and transparency. What about the jail though? What about these choke points in the jail where there's no cameras? Under the Christian administration, Sheriff Christian, one thing you're gonna have a bunch of cameras in the jail. And if you have somebody die, you have somebody beat up, like what happened with Christian Costello, a victim of the sheriff. They won't release the tapes. That's why I see the tape. Another victim. That's good. I'm glad I brought that up because I wasn't bringing this up. But think about it. The Costello family, the tragedy. Kathy witnessed her husband murdered by her son. Total tragedy. Do you know what? When he goes to jail, he lets him out. Lets the people out to beat him up. Now the Costello family, they become the victim of government. What's his answer? Deflect. Don't let me see the video. I talked to several elected officials at the county level. He didn't. Mistreatment. The man's freedom, he's caused a lot of pain in this county. And we're all suffering the consequences to his actions. As I told you earlier, it's either incompetence or corruption. Only he can tell us which one it is. But yes, I believe in total transparency. As a matter of fact, I would challenge. I see Nolan play back there. Nolan, are you listening? In all media, I'm still a member of the Oklahoma House of Representatives. Everyone in the media, I'm not subject to open records, but if you'd like to look at my computer in my office right now, I will. If he'll let you look in his office computer, I'll give you my password. Sit down in his office, and if he lets you look in his computer, I'll let you look at mine right now. How about that? You guys like that? That's open transparency. That's what I have to offer. You like that, Nolan? Thank you.